All right, so I was going to do a video for our clients at New Life Accounting and send this out on month-end close processes and what our expectations are when working with us and what our goals are to get to. And I thought, I'll just do a live video and we will send it out to the industry because I am sure there are so many people that would love to get their financials by the 15th. So let me set up the expectations for you, the best practices, and what we strive for. So one of the biggest roadblocks in getting your financials closed and ready by the 15th of the following month are credit card transactions, bank transactions, deposits, and for some industries, it's billings. But credit card transactions, bank transactions, those are the biggest pieces. And what we're seeing is based on the credit card close dates. So depending on when your credit card closes and the statements go out, we see companies are waiting until that point to send out reports, get receipts back, put everything into their accounting system. This should be done on a weekly basis. Recording your credit cards, recording your bank transactions, deposits, those should be done at minimum on a weekly basis. This is going to help not have it be such a burden at the end of the month and at the end of that reporting period. If you can get your credit cards cut off around the end of the month, the 25th, the 26th, 27th, 28th, somewhere around there, so that you can get as many transactions as possible into the month. But on a month-to-month basis, it's not as important to have every single transaction in that month if there is a delay in getting something. Or you can record it even though you're waiting on somebody to get you a receipt. You just have to alter those processes and procedures within your company. So try to get those credit card transactions and bank transactions and deposits recorded on a weekly basis. This is going to help you with that close process at the end of the month. It's also going to be easier to reconcile, easier to follow up on missing receipts and transactions. The next piece is AP invoices. So anymore, most AP invoices should be getting emailed instead of mailed. So you should, a best practice or what you could do is have an AP email set up for your company where all invoices are going to, and then you can enter from there. So we expect the close date to be the third business day of each month. So by 3 business days, even if they are mailed, if the company, if the vendor sent them out on time like they're supposed to, you should get that mail by then, within 3 business days. If not, again, you just enter it in the following month. On a month-to-month basis, it's not as big of a deal. At the year end, we might hold it open a little bit longer. So recommendations are to set up an email account that's AP Invoices, have all of your AP invoices going to that email. Then you get them timely, you get them as quick as possible. You also, if there's any turnover, you can easily have someone access it. It's not going to an individual's email account. Those should be recorded and entered regularly. And by the 3rd business day, that should be your goal, to have that cut off. The person handling AP should then reconcile the AP aging with the GL ledger and make sure that those ties, figure out any discrepancies, and solve that problem before it goes on to the rest of the month-end close processes. For billing, you want to make sure that you have all of your billings posted in your GL accounts prior to that cutoff as well. So many billing deadlines in the construction world are the 25th of the month, somewhere around there, mostly in commercial construction. There are various deadlines, though, that we know of: the 15th, the 20th, the 28th, the 31st. There could be multiple different deadlines with that. But I would say the majority of the company's deadlines are typically the 25th of each month. So getting those in, getting them posted. We know there are situations, especially when dealing with government agencies, that there are changes made and approvals that need to be made. Again, at the end of the month, though, you could make those adjustments, or you can hold off, depending on what the best practices are for you and your company, what you want to see. We could work out a plan together that makes the most sense for your business on how to handle those billings. But again, whoever is handling billings, whoever is handling and entering payments received, we want that person to reconcile the AR aging with the GL, make sure all of that matches by the end of day on the third business day of the month. So now we have everything is closed down. So once we got AP items in, AR items in, bank transactions, credit card transaction, we lock down the month. The period is locked as of the third business day. And now whoever is in charge of the month-end reconciliations can start doing their magic and their work on the bank accounts, the credit cards, the notes, the loan accounts, everything on the balance sheet, make journal entries. And then at that point, we can get the WIP going. So by the 10th of the month, we like to be able to issue cost to date, billings to date, and a draft of the WIP report to be reviewed either by your project managers or you yourself as the owner. So this should happen around the 10th of the month. Then it should be a very quick turnaround. If you take the time, set it aside, you're getting it on the 10th. So if we can make that happen regularly, where you are expecting this WIP by the end of day on the 10th of each month, then you can set aside on your schedule a block of time to review that and get it done. So we like to keep that window fairly short. It should take no more than 3 days, just in case there is an emergency. Maybe you have a special bid going out the door, bid deadline, or something else comes up with your family. But it should be as quick as possible turnaround. Review that WIP, make it a priority, and get it turned around so that we can finish up the financial statements and get them out the door no later than the 15th. So that is how you can get financial statements by the 15th of the month. What we are seeing is people delay on the credit card transactions. So we're not able to close down the dates for credit cards. People delay on entering invoices and AP items, or they hold it out for a tax adjustment that we're talking about dollars, very minimal amounts compared to your financials as a whole. And we're waiting on these tax adjustments and holding the month open until the 20th or something. And then we're not getting those WIP reports reviewed and adjusted and corrections made very quickly. It may take a week, it may take 2 weeks. We understand sometimes that our clients need a weekend to review the WIP, so that happens as well. But more than 1 weekend time, and it should be done. And so that you can get more accurate and timely financials. When you're not getting your financials until 2 months later, you're missing out on a lot of information. Our clients, we go through a PIT meeting where we are talking about the financials. We're looking at various KPIs and implications of the financials, and we're planning for the future. And when we're not getting to that meeting, you're missing out on a lot of value that we can provide and be focused on in the following months to help your business grow. So having timely financials is very important. If you need any help with streamlining this process. We need to talk about if you have certain billing deadlines that don't fall kind of in the norm. We can review that as well. But this is our best practices in how to get you timely financials by the 15th. Thank you.